Yeah.
Limited supply, bro. I know of one unpopped one, and the guy was like on an indefinite break, and he came back and he just popped it. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use it," and he just did it like absolute madman. Then he played for a month and then quit again. What are you laughing at, shozen?
I just read BOT's response or BYOT's response to the recent AOTV criticism, and I'm confused as to which
Where's
criticism
this?
they're
Where's
talking
this?
about. Like, I think we both said, Robin and I both said that this is completely within the rules of the game, and they can completely do this. If you don't like what they're doing, just go play against them. There's some interesting accusations made in here on Reddit, is all I'm gonna say. But I think that people
I
have
think
a
I think
problem with listening comprehension.
the crystal community is just annoyed with people that queue to sit tent if they don't get a self match, right? No one's like against people stacking crystal teams to get loads of
Happens.
points, right?
I mean,
But it's when you
it's
stack teams into the queue that aren't gonna fight. It
well, they're
ruins
not
it for
gonna fight.
everyone. And that,
Eh,
honestly, in my opinion, that should be penalized. Like if it's proven that you do that, then SPI should just dock all your points. Like, and then
oof.
people would stop doing it. Like, imagine. I mean, I haven't. I don't know if BYOT. I haven't seen them personally doing it, but the worst offenders this season adjudicate. Right, the 1300 slot, you get judicated like 70% of the time, where you meet their team
Okay.
and they just don't leave tent because
Well, nobody likes that.
actually having to play a match
Well,
would be
here's my thoughts on this,
unfavorable.
Loopback. Like my thoughts on this are, if there aren't, if there are so few matches going on where this kind of gameplay tactic works, where going in and having you know 3 teams of 20 queue up, and your chances of getting either a no-show or a matchup against your own team are high enough that it's worth you wasting your time to do it, then you have every right to
Yeah,
do
but
that.
it's but
The
it's
only
like
thing that the thing
I
that
do, but
should
I don't
happen is
mind.
that
I don't
other
mind if they
people should
fight
be.
anyone, right? If they were willing to like take that risk and
Mhm.
like maybe we get the 3 points or maybe we have to fight, that's fine. But literally refusing to fight if you get a proper
Yeah, but that's
match.
free points for somebody else right now.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
else
it, yeah,
can
but-
go
yeah, but
out
it
there.
ruined. Yeah, but people aren't there for
Yeah,
the
but
points.
like
The
people aren't
majority of
there for
us
the
are
points. They're
like
there
you.
for
You
20v20
kill that
content.
content.
Yeah.
You kill that content.
Well, at least Lupac, we gave both sides of the story here, so they can't say we're biased in one direction or
I mean,
another.
find
Tried to
people
cover both
guilty of doing
halves
it,
with
right?
this.
Dog them half their points, and it will never
Yeah.
happen again. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. One strong action on the
I
people
don't.
doing that, and it will
I
never
think that
happen
it's on
again.
players. I think this is honestly, this is a point where I disagree with you. I think that it's on players to make this not worth them doing,
Yeah, but they
or on the
still do it.
developers to make so many like matches, like make the matching good enough that there are so many people who want to do the content that trying to do this is never going to work for you. So nobody is interested in doing it. As long as it's valuable to a guild to do, I can't blame them for doing it. It's a completely viable tactic. Is it distasteful? Yeah, but this is all's fair in love and war. Like
No,
this
because
is
it
Albion. Like
ruins.
people ruin personal relationships with people through the meta in order to collapse guilds, and that's completely acceptable. But we're trying to say that this, stuffing a queue because you know that you have a chance of getting free ship. I don't know that that's. I think that's not nearly as distasteful as many of the other things that go on in Albion, and that the way to fix that is to
But
make the content reward so good that there are 18 teams in there doing it, and the 3 or 4 teams that they could shove in there are going to lose every time, and it's not worth the cost of signing up because they know they're going to have to face a real team.
Yeah, but it's the problem is it's not exactly popping for players right now,
No, and
and
that's not
that
the player's
exasperates
fault.
the
That's
situation.
that's not the player's fault though, and that's what the situation
Yeah,
is that it's
but what I'm
not
saying
popular
is I
content.
wouldn't care if they were fighting the matches when they get them, right? Queuing to not fight
But they're
is the
again, they're
problem.
they're not the first ones who've done that, and yes, it's distasteful, but it's been here for a very long time. And if you're not
I've
gonna,
known of yeah, but I've known of guilds like having loads of GVGers and spamming the queue,
Mhm.
but those guys would take any fight if they got a fight, they
Oh
would
well,
take it.
I think we can like point right here to Blue Army who did it in the past and didn't queue, like it didn't fight in their queues. They would just spam it full of like Blue Army Freeman, and when they didn't get a show, they would just take it. And we even saw, I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, because I don't want to just pick on Blue Army here because they're no longer available to defend themselves. But there was another guild that would straight buy tokens and fill the matches at the higher level to try to get points at mid-tier levels because tokens were purchasable. So we've
That's
seen
the
this
problem.
happen in
That's
the
the problem with
past.
tradable tokens, isn't it? Though,
Yeah.
like the problem is those guys don't even try to fight. It's not like they've given it a go and they're outmatched. They see an opponent and they're just like, nah, we're not
Mhm.
fighting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen it throughout the history, and the problem is that there aren't 18 teams playing at that level. And when along with the purchasable tokens, I think the purchasable tokens are a bad idea, and there needs to be another way to say you can have an alt in your match. Like if you have 17 people sign up with tokens, then you can have 3 alts or some kind of nonsense like that. But this sale tokens has only led to abuse. It's only been abused. It's never used properly to fill slots. It's used to abuse time and time again.
Sounds like you've upset them, shozen, on your
They're upsetting me
on your
here.
20v20s. So we'll leave you with that lovely tidbit, lovely Albion community, and I'll see you guys next week on Saturday. I'll be back on my stream on Monday as well. Shows on the gang. We're back on Tuesday with the daily show and the 5v5 show with Tazik. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy that, and go ahead and check out the banner over on the Albion subreddit if you wanna have a laugh. Anything else, shows, and any closing notes on this fiasco?
I guess I could just
Puff my
point out
shorts.
to these guys that when I was saying that people had purchased them in the past, I was talking about people purchasing them in the past, not accusing this current group of doing that. We know that they are currently farming 20v20s to get more tokens and rewards, and that's what they're trying to do. And I'm saying that it's if that's what you want to do with your time, do it. The way to fix that as a community and as a developer is to make the content more viable to others so that doing that isn't a viable tactic to get rewards. And that the
I
only
agree.
way to
Yeah,
get
I
the
think that's
rewards
the
is
way.
to fight for them.
I think that's the way forward. Yeah, agree.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for your time. I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope all of you who won your gold were able to claim your gold. I will announce the winners in chat one more time so you can see if your name was pulled. Do look at the chat right now. This is not people winning a second time. This is just the people who won already.
Re-announcing.
Yes. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thank you for watching.